All right, so to start off, we're going to sketch in the shape of our wine bottles. And I'm going to use just regular old sidewalk chalk. I bought this pack at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use 3 different colors of chalk. You don't have to, you could just pick one color. You want colored chalk as opposed to white so that you can see it on this canvas. So we're going to start with the center green bottle. And I'm just going to put a tick mark where the center of the canvas is, you know, just eyeballing it. And I want my center green bottle to fall, you know, right about here. So I am going to basically put a tick mark where I want the widest part of my green bottle to be. So maybe it's something like that. And I'm just kind of guessing where the shoulders of the wine bottle is. So it's about a hand length down from the top of my 20 by 20 canvas. And then I'm going to put a tick mark where it's going to come off the bottom. I'm going to put a tick mark right on the lip, the bottom edge of my canvas, just putting a tick mark there. So I'm going to basically connect the shoulders of the bottle to that tick mark down there. And of course, the nice thing about using a chalk is that you can edit the line and change it later on if you want to. So I kind of want this, actually I'm going to edit it right away. I want this bottle to be kind of leaning this way. So I can wet a 3/4 inch flat brush and really get rid of that right away and even wipe it off with a paper towel. Let me grab one. Or a towel. Wipe that off. And it's like I want the slant of my bottle to be like that, so maybe I'll put a line there that'll help me. So let me just say the neck of the bottle needs to have a little curve like this. Kind of comes out like a lip and goes back in again. And, you know, you want to kind of exaggerate that and make it look a little bit whimsical. So then this one down here, I'm going to edit that a little bit, wipe it off. It does help to have that center axis in there. I don't know if you guys can see this yet, but don't worry, I'll show you if you can't. A little closer up. Yeah, I think you can see it. So I've got a little bit of, and I got a nice tall cork here. What I noticed, I just did a class on this. I want my cork to go all the way off the top. So we're painting big bottles. They're going to go all the way off the top and the bottom. What I noticed is that everybody kind of messed up the neck and they weren't putting the cork big enough and they didn't put this lip on the cork that comes out like that, on the bottle I mean, that comes out like that. Your bottle should have a little bit of a neck too. So if you don't have one at first, you can always add it in like I just did. I made the neck a little bit bigger. So it's really easy with chalk to, you know, change your lines, edit them, reshape them, and all that good stuff. And of course, I can get rid of this chalk line down the center also. I don't want to see that, so I'm going to get rid of it now. But make sure you make your cork big enough. That's what's really going to tell us it's a wine bottle. You need to see the cork and have it go all the way off the top. All right, so that's pretty good for my green one. And you don't want them to look perfect. Don't think about it too much. Just do it. All right, so the next wine bottle is going to kind of be at a different angle. It's going to be kind of going off the edge over here. So maybe this one is more like this. All right, so I'm going to make my lip here. It's going to come out like this. Maybe it's like that. Just a little bit of a different look. And there's that cork kind of going that way. Something like that. And then this, the red one over here, and of course I can make these bottles bigger to fill it up. I don't want to have too much of the background showing. But this one is almost kind of going this way. But I don't want to make it straight up and down, so maybe it's going to be kind of like that. And here's the cork for that. And it's really close to the edge. So that one's really kind of a different shape, and it's kind of skinnier. It comes down to a point. I meant to use my other colors of chalk and I forgot, so that's okay. All my outlines are green. So let's make this a little skinnier at the bottom, and I want to be able to paint that black in between the bottles. So I'm going to bring this line over just a little bit. Something like that. Get rid of this. So if you missed it, you can always paint yours. If you've got the colored chalk, use the red chalk for this one and the blue chalk for that one. But if you don't have it, that's perfectly fine too. So here's the line for that cork. All right, and that's it. You want it to be silly and whimsical. All you need to put in is the outline of the wine bottle. Make sure you get the necks in there a little bit. Maybe this one doesn't have quite as much of a neck, and it's going to help it look a little different. I'm going to get just a little bit more neck though. Yeah, that's better. And that's it. Don't mess with it too much. We don't want it perfect. And then I'm just going to get rid of this line. And we are ready to get our paints out and load our palette and start painting. So we're going to do that on the next video, guys. So just get your outlines drawn and then meet me back on the next video.